If you are new to Hinduism, I'll introduce. Shiva is the largest worshipped god in Hindu tradition. He is supposed to be the head of the pantheon of gods in Hindu tradition. Hindu tradition has something like a 33 crore gods, and I believe that was the population in those days. Each one can have your own personalized, customized god. That's the freedom Hinduism gave for everybody. And Mahadeva, Shiva, is supposed to be the head, lord of all the gods, and Ganesha is the first son of Shiva. Whether Shaivite or Vaishnavite or Shaktite or Gaumara or Guru worshippers, they always worship Ganesha first. Ganapati, I can tell you really, I have become successful in my life because I started my life with Ganesha. My first spiritual effort was trying to feed Ganesha. Please understand. My first extraordinary experience beyond the materialistic world is also from Ganesha. That is why I think Ganesha has given success in my spiritual venture. He is the embodiment of completion of all the incompletions you carry in the form of impossible, vigna. Please understand, anything, any idea you carry, impossible is vigna. Nothing else is a vigna in the life other than the idea you carry as impossible. So Ganesha is embodiment of completing with all impossibilities. The incompletions of impossible is embodiment of love. Please understand. Even though I don't want to describe him with some seriousness, his power, I can say, is established in completion and simplicity. The problem is always the simplicity is taken as an incompletion and non-seriousness. But he is paradox, established in the space of completion and established in non-seriousness, a joy, overflowing joy. And he is embodiment of all the completions of the incompletion impossible. You will never think Ganesha as embodiment of love, because you always have the idea of love from either Krishna or Devi. You need to understand, Ganesha makes you complete with all the incompletions and the ideas of impossible. Ideas of impossible. He makes you complete with all the impossibilities. I tell you, please understand. You need to understand this truth about love. Let me describe. There is one kind of love where a bird eats wherever she gets the food she eats and stores little in the mouth, comes to the nest where she is staying and feeds the, what do you call? The kids of the babies, the birds. The bird eats and stores the little food in the mouth and comes and feeds its babies. This is one kind of love. There's another kind of love where lion takes the cub to teach hunting. Understand? There are two kinds of love, where the bird eats and brings little food and she feeds her kids, baby birds. This is one type of love. There is another type of love where the lion takes the cub for hunting. Understand? Lion will protect that you are not hurt during the hunting, but lion won't keep quiet without taking you for hunting. It will not let you rest. It may protect that you don't get hurt, but it will not leave you without taking for hunting. You have to hunt. And you have to take the responsibility. And of course, if you don't get anything in the hunting, lion he will feed you. She will feed you. Whatever she gets from that, she will feed you. But she will continue to train you for hunting. I can say the Ganesha's love is like a lion. It's like lion's love. See, a lion has to come down to make the cub feel he is equal. The cub is equal. Only then he can encourage the cub to come with him for hunting and to try for hunting. That coming down does not reduce the state of lion. Same way, Ganesha comes down to our level, raises us to his level. There's a big difference. The love of the Devi or Krishna, all that is more or less like a bird. The bird's love towards the baby birds. But the love of Ganesha is like love of lion. So understand, I tell you, this love only needs a lot of sacrifice. See, in the love of the bird, the baby bird will know mother loves. Baby bird also will reciprocate. In that love, you don't need much sacrifice. But in the love of the lion and the cub will not even realize lion loves it. Cub will not even realize lion is loving the cub, and so lion has to do a lot of sacrifice. He has to sacrifice. Please understand, the greatest sacrifice is the feeling satisfied. The other person understands you love him or her. Even that lion has to sacrifice. Lion has to sacrifice even that. Lion does not even wait the cub to recognize the lion's sacrifice. It continues. It carries on. It knows only one thing. At some day, the cub will realize it's the lion which made me lion. It is lion which made me lion. So the greatest sacrifice is the people whom you love. Even they not recognizing that, they not knowing that you love them, but still you continue. You continue with your responsibilities. I can say this is the most powerful love. Love of a master. Ganesha is embodiment of lion's love, who makes you complete. And without completion, even Shiva cannot win starting anything. That is what Ganesha proves. For a war with Tripurasuras, Shiva starts without doing completion. Of course, it is not Shiva's responsibility. Shiva is always established in the space of completion. But the people who organized, the other energies who are involved, they did not do the completion and start the war. So immediately Ganesha comes and breaks the chariot. Then all the devatas come and complete with Ganesha. Mahadeva himself completes with Ganesha. Immediately Ganesha says, come on, now let's start. He removes all the incompletions and Tripurasuras are immediately burnt. The purpose is achieved. So understand the necessary importance of completion. Ganesha is embodiment of that completion. Ganesha is embodiment of the completion with all the incompletions of impossible. Please understand. The first truth, allowing incompletions to exist is literally declaring you yourself don't want your life in your control. Please understand. Allowing incompletions to exist in you is you declaring that you do not want your life under your control. You say, no, let life happen, whatever. I can't take the responsibility. I can't keep it under my control. No. Listen. Please listen. The utter irresponsibility. Utter irresponsibility. The power of incompletion is such, it dilutes you so much. You literally believe you really can't contain your own life or contain yourself. See, just because you are temporarily upset, you go on taking the decisions which permanently damages you. That is the most difficult part of life. Please understand. Just because you are temporarily upset, you go on making the decisions which permanently damages you, and the incompletions are such will never let you grow. It's like somebody was asked, what is your age? He said 22. The person who asked the question asked, what? Last 5 years you are telling the same thing? This fellow said, yes, I don't change my words. Many times, not changing your words are like not growing. Not changing your cognition means not growing. Listen. Not changing your cognition means not growing. It is so unfortunate. It is really, really unfortunate that you feel incompletions are really, really true. The problem is when the delusion happens, when the incompletion attacks you, when the panic attack happens, you really feel incompletions are true. That is the problem. When the dust storm, sandstorm happens, you really feel you can't do anything. You are paralyzed. You are crippled. Temporarily, but you feel that is eternal. Please understand. Suffering, the quality of suffering is, even if it is temporary, it will give you the experience that is going to be there on you eternally. You won't find the end of the tunnel. You won't find the other side of the tunnel. You will feel, oh, it is going somewhere and gone. Same way the bliss. When you experience it completely, without self-doubt, will this bliss be with me or go away? That gives you the experience. It will be with you forever, eternally. Understand? Anything you experience at this moment intensely gives you the experience of eternity. Understand? So many qualities attributed to Ganesha are qualities of completion. Incompletions, they just totally imbalance you. Constantly decide you will be in the space of completion. Completion means completion. No question of powerlessness. No question of powerlessness. Everything you do, should be from powerfulness, from the space of completion. Let's first work on psychologically conquering psychological time. I'll repeat what you have to write. The strong thought currents, powerlessness, incompletions from the past, which is influencing and driving you into your future. Those powerlessness moments, why you decided to become wealthy, why you decided to become powerful. If it is out of passion, great, no problem. If there is some powerlessness, some incident, incompletion is influencing you, pen down that. Let's catch the influence of the past on your thinking system. 94th verse, 22nd technique from Shivanyana Upanishad, which is part of Shivagama. Chittat yantaha kritir nasti mamantar bhavayet iti vigalpanam abhavena Vigalpair uchito bhavet. I'll translate and give you the precise method. The essence of this verse is reliving is relieving. Means the past powerlessness which is influencing your thinking, relive those incidents, not remembering. Please understand, there is a big difference between remembering and reliving. For example, something happened in your life at the age of 8, 9, which is still influencing your thinking. I have seen people getting influenced by something happened when they were 3, 4 and all. They are 57. Something happened at 7 influences them. One man came to me and said, I never go to beach, Swamiji. Even if I drive through the beach roads, I shiver, sweat. I have a panic attack. I asked why. No, at the age of 7, I went for a walk with my father. I saw murder happening in a beach and we ran away from that spot. From that spot till I can't, now I am 57, I can't go to beach. 40 years, the pattern with which he is suffering. Sometimes the past influences you so much. See, carefully listen. You are now 57, something happened at the age of 7. If you remain as 57 and visualize what happened at that age of 7, that is called remembering. Reliving means forget your present identity. Just dump it, throw it. Become that person. At the age of 7, what intelligence you had, how you were, visualize and become that person. Enter into that person's physiological, psychological frame. Take few minutes and meditate on that person. Become that person. Then relive. When you relive, all the powerlessness accumulated in your nervous system during that incident, it may be emotional suppression or the identity crisis, various guilt, pain, suffering, it will all just break, collapse and leave your system. Your system will be clean. System will be cleansed. When the effect of your past is reduced on your existence, you will not reproduce it as it is or in an altered way on your future. Neither reproducing as it is nor reproducing in altered way is liberation. You may ask, then I will not do anything in the future? No, you will do a lot. But not as an altered expression of the past, but liberated expression from the past. The liberated expression means even if you make money, you will do it just to enjoy, celebrate. But if you are making money because you have been teased as a poor, because you have been challenged as a poor, because you have an identity crisis as a poor, even if you become rich, you will continue to suffer. I have seen many moneyed poor people. Understand, paradoxical word. Moneyed poor people. Poor are those who have only money. Uneducated are those who are educated only in schools, especially modern Indian schools. I have to put this on record. Any of you think I'm little intelligent? I tell you, I never went to school properly. And any of you want to become intelligent? I give you this as my first instruction. Remembering is different, reliving is different. In remembering, you will justify, analyze, criticize, judge, hate, deny. In reliving, nothing of that exists. Just become that person. Pick up one incident which you want to complete. Become that person. Forget your present identity. Relive at least 3-4 times. Then pick up the second incident. Become that person. Relive at least 3-4 times. And I tell you, this one technique, it can give you as simple as freedom from headache to as complicated as freedom from this whole samsara. This one technique is independently intelligent enough to lead you up to enlightenment. This part you have to do. Next part I'll do. I'll tell you when I am going to do what I am going to do. So now this is the part you have to do. Incompletions are not agamya. I can say it's a mixture of prarabdha and sanchita causing its effect in ahamya. See, the source of incompletion is not agamya. Agamya means accumulated karma. Please listen. Prarabdha is brought karma. Sanchita is your kind of a reserve karmas, like all karmas of your past, like reserve bank. And agamya is accumulated karma. So incompletion start from the brought and the reserve. That is the source of incompletion, which leads to more and more incompletion. So agamya is not actually the incompletion. Incompletion is, I can say, incompletion happens from the prarabdha and sanchita. All of you are understand. Let me give you the simple explanation. See, from the day one you happened, all the karmas you committed in through many janmas is called sanchita. Like a reserve of karmas. Then the karma you brought in this body to work it out, complete it. That's called prarabdha. And while you are working these karmas out, what you accumulate is ahamya. Ahamya. But unfortunately, your sanchita and prarabdha has incompletions. Agamya also incompletion starts.